Okay, so we are back. If we go and get the Trello up, we can see where we're at. Does Trello have an app?
Fastback?
Where are we? Fastback.
Yes.
Yeah, does it have like a Mac OS app?
Not that I know of. I know that there is an iPad and an iPhone. They work really, really good.
Yeah, and if you had the Mac OS app, you could have like offline support. But okay, so we were just updating the assets, which was the warnings that we had.
Yeah.
There was one final warning that we didn't finish. The application supports opening files, but doesn't declare whether it supports opening them in place. You can add an LS supports opening documents in place entry, or a UI supports document browser entry to your info plist to declare this support.
Yeah, so you don't just need to add that flag, the LS supporting opening documents in place in the info list,
and so we
just set it to false.
Okay, so LS support.
Yeah.
You
can also copy from that warning, I think.
I don't know.
No, I need to open it first. So clicking on it, it opens the message, and then from there you can copy.
Yeah, from here we go. In the info.plist.
Yeah, you have the row. Okay.
Just
perfect.
set that to no.
Yeah.
And we have no warnings.
Yeah, we can comment then.
Something you've said to me in the past is every warning is a error to you.
Yeah, you should treat. I like to treat errors as warnings. So, yeah, they are really important. If they are there, they are important. If they are there and they are not important, then you should find a way to suppress them in a way that you know what you're doing. So it doesn't keep the distraction from... Because if you have a project like with, say, 122 errors, you don't know which ones are important, which ones are not important.
And what about the errors that are in, like, your dependencies?
I usually ignore.
But you just leave them there. You can see them, but
I suppress them.
But you
I
actually suppress them. Okay.
I don't want to... because if you have 121 errors, then there is a really important warning, and it goes 122. I don't know, it don't matter. But if you start seeing there's a yellow triangle, you're like
first yellow triangle.
Yes.
So I have that. I have like 100 errors from like the Facebook SDK.
That one should suppress them.
Suppress them, yeah.
Yeah, but you need to add them or to a file or to ignore file and. Suppress, because you know that this is and also explaining maybe in the project why you are suppressing them.
Yeah,
these are the Facebook warnings. We know that they are there, and they are trying to fix them. It's not our responsibility.
Okay, so how do you commit again in this?
Git commit, so GC without the M, and then -am.
-am.
Yeah, but you want to do a diff first, just to see. What is changed? If you didn't add.
Git diff?
Yeah, GD. Yes.
This?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
And it's just that, and then GC.
Git commit -am to add everything.
GC -am adds all.
Yeah, add and then message. And then
so then now we add the message, which is
do not support opening documents in place. For example, I usually start the D can be like capital. No.
Yeah.
Just.
And then that stuff it doesn't seem to matter, but it makes. It's like
consistency.
Yeah. Building a nice house. We should speak at one point about lint, Swift lint.
Okay,
and that kind of
that's
stuff.
interesting. That could also be a thing that we add to the tech debt board, to add a lint.
Okay.
Or from,
Should we add?
Add the Swift lint, and also maybe Swift format I really like to use both.
Okay, so I don't even know what Swift format is.
Yeah, it's just a tool to format your Swift code automatically that I
Okay.
use, and I usually use it in the build process. So it's like formats your code nicely, like removes extra colons, spaces, this kind of things.
That's really
automatically.
Nice. Yeah,
So
yeah,
you have like a consistency also in.
Because I'll tell you something about my code. I now do that. And so I'll have commits, which will have the commit, like it'll be a commit like this, but then I'll be removing like 2 spaces.
Yeah, that's okay.
Just,
But with a format, you don't.
it's just done. Yeah, I like automate it.
It
Okay.
enters. Yeah.
Talking about automation.
Yeah.
that
Now
is
the fun
thing
process.
that we are
Automate the
doing.
release process. in the to-do.
Automate release process.
So I was thinking on using Fastlane for that.
Yes.
The main advantage of using it is that first is open source. Second, it can run both locally or on a continuous integration machine.
Yep.
And it really has a lot of tools and support for almost every task that you need to. Yeah, I think it's the second one.
It's not the Eminem song.
Yeah. And it has a lot of tools to automate common scenarios in the iOS development cycle.
Mm.
So, yeah, actually to set it up is really easy. We can go just to our folder of our project
Maybe.
in the terminal. In the terminal. So I think I think that there is already something there. If you try to see it,
Right. So
alias, for example, to list the files. Yeah, there is a Fastlane folder. So you can just remove it for now and start from scratch.
So RM.
Yeah,
Fastlane?
RF. No, minus RF because it's a directory. No.
RM minus RF.
Yeah.
You can tell the keyboards between us.
Yeah.
Minus RF.
Fastlane.
Fastlane. Yeah.
Yeah. We can even do a commit we don't need it will update. So if you do Fastlane init, we can pause that.
Okay, Fastlane.
Fastlane init. There is already there. Yeah, just like that. And this will guide you through the setup. It's really well done.
And
So-
to get to this point, you need to have downloaded Fastlane, correct?
You need to install it, yes. And right now we are not using it in the recommended way because we are using the system-wide Fastlane, and you should have a gem file that declares the version that you are using for that specific project.
Okay.
So other people in the team also use the same version and don't have any conflicts. We can also do that. If you go to the Fastlane website, in the setup there is the instructions how to do it. Use Fastlane, I think, or docs maybe. So in here is explaining how you do it, set up, Fastlane, yeah. What's next? Use a gem file, exactly. It's recommended to use a gem file. Okay, so you just you just follow that extensions. Create a gem file in the root directory and add that contact there.
So we need to do this?
The 2 lines
2 lines together?
in a gem file. So you can cancel that.
Okay, so how do I cancel this?
Control C.
Control C.
Yeah, again. Okay. Yeah, you see it's proposing to update and these things, but we are not going to use the system. So just create a gem file.
Okay, so
There.
doing what I just did.
No, you need to create a file first. You need to put these inside the gem
okay.
file. The gem file is just... So gems are what pods are in iOS. Just like dependencies. And in gem file, view it like the pod file. Actually, it was inspired. The pod files were inspired. They were made from people that work in Ruby. They were inspired from...
Okay.
Yeah, from Ruby gems.
So
We need to create this gem file.
make directory.
No, not a directory, just a file.
So how do I make a file?
With Atom, with Vim, which text editor do you
So
like to
Atom.
use? Yeah, gem file
Gem file.
with the capital G. Yeah.
Yep. Just that.
Yeah, just that. And in here we can paste the.
Okay.
Yeah, just save it. I thought.
Does it I have automatic saves turned on. It's just
Yeah.
like a preference.
Yeah,
I had it for
I don't. I usually also am, but I don't know why it's not. So now we can do a bundle install.
Okay, bundle install.
Yeah. And this is the same as pod install. It's fetching the gem data and installing it for that. And from now on, we can use the Fastlane from this bundle that we.
Okay. So always this Fastlane, which is
Yeah.
in the project, is the one that we use.
Yeah.
So then everyone that's using this project will
Has the
always
same version and doesn't. You basically fix the problem. It works on my machine
Yep.
now, but it doesn't work on maybe on the
Because
CI.
We're all
Because we
using
have
it.
different versions of Fastlane and maybe there is incompatibility between them. So now what we can do is bundle, execute, Fastlane init. Exec without
Fastlane in it.
Yeah, Fastlane init. And like that we are using this Fastlane version. What I usually do, I have an alias for this tree, bundle execute Fastlane, and is F, just F.
Okay. And that's always whenever you use Fastlane, it's just F.
Yeah, F init. You can cancel and try to launch it like that.
So
F,
F
space init. So it's much like simpler, easy.
And that's just that's a shortcut that you've set up.
Yeah, I set up on my machine. Yeah, because I use a lot of Fastlane.
Okay.
So this is like the setup. You can see detected our project automatically, and then he asks what we would like to use Fastlane for. To automate screenshots, automate beta distribution, to automate App Store, or manual setup. Let's try to use the automate App Store distribution because it's what we're trying to do right now. It asks which app is the second one, Fastbike. Okay, now it will try to build a project.
Apple ID username.
Yeah, you can. I can write mine.
If you want to use
so I believe. Whoops. Okay, I need to. I think I have my credentials in the keychain. No, it's not this one. Yeah, I put the wrong username. It's not that one. So automate App Store distribution, Fastback. Okay. It's logging in. Okay. The app is available. And then it asks if you want also to manage the metadata, like all the keywords, app description. Let's say yes.
Yep.
Like that we can update even for different languages, everything from here. And we have in the source control.
Yeah.
So it's not like someone can go to the iTunes portal, change the description, and you don't know, you're not aware of it.
Yeah.
It's versioned.
In the source control is the whole App Store description.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
So if, I don't know, Apple loses your app information, you still have it.
I also have a question why Apple doesn't have a system like this. You know what I mean? Like, why? Because what we'll get into is how long it takes to, like, put an app on the App Store. And as we've been speaking about, that is a long time.
Yeah. You can ask them. Maybe they will not answer, but you can try. Okay, and now we finished. It's finished, I think, the customization. So to use it, we just use Fastlane release, but first we need to do other things. So we can start by looking what this setup created. So if you open even Atom, to open Atom in place, I just use A. Yeah, enter. This will do Atom dot. So it opens Atom in that directory. So it created a Fastlane directory.
Okay, so we have this.
We have the first, that is the metadata. That is the description, keywords, marketing URL, subtitle, all these things that are in the iTunes. And this is for the Italian language. Then we have the review information. These are all the fields that you have in iTunes Connect. But now they are versioned. This is a really nice thing. Then the app icon, the copyright. Then it has also the screenshots. So for example, if we want to change the screenshots, we change it from here.
Yeah, it's genius.
Yeah, and also imagine that we are only supporting Italian, but imagine that we're supporting 5 different languages.
Yep.
Okay, and for each one, we want like 10 screenshots. That will be 50 screenshots to maintain. It's really cumbersome. Then, okay, the most important files are the app file, the deliver file, and fast file. This one has the informations about our app, so the bundle ID, the Apple ID that we're using, the iTunes theme, then the deliver file. This is like if you have like more how do you say data that changes frequently, like the release notes, and you don't want to like go inside a folder, just put here, just want to change the release notes, you can put them here, for example.
Okay.
And then the fast file. Yeah, this one is where you define your lanes. These are like your pipelines for continuous integration. And we define it using this Ruby syntax.
Yeah.
So right now we have the default platform as iOS, and then we have one lane called release.
And it just builds it and then uploads it to the App Store.
Yeah.
And
so
we already have that. So
this is a nice an entry point, because that's the simplest thing that can work. It's missing, however, some kind of steps that I like to add them.
Run tests,
so we are sure it doesn't break. Also updating our dependencies as a release process.
You want to update dependencies on every release.
Yeah, on every release. So and run the test and see that everything works.
Yeah.
Because if some library release like maybe a breaking change, or I don't know, it doesn't work as expected, I'm notified as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And I also like to, I don't like to manage like version numbers and build numbers that need always to be incremented. If you can automate it, it's much easier. So I like to introduce a step that gets the latest build number from iTunes Connect.
Add one
and push it. So
and
I don't even have to think, oh, it's build number 23, so now it's 24. Like, doesn't.
So should we add them to the Trello, the things that we're gonna do?
Yeah. Let's add as a checklist inside our card.
Okay, so
in the automate release process.
In this, the things that we want to do,
Yeah.
checklist.
So run tests. Yeah. Update CocoaPod. Get the latest version from iTunes Connect.
Get the latest version from iTunes Connect.
Yeah, and I don't have anything on top of my mind right now.
Okay.
Because if we try to run, let's try to run and see what happens. Just
wait, try to run.
Yeah, that Fastlane release, that lane that we just created. So just F release.
Yep.
Yeah. And I also like to customize also the submit. So the way that I usually do, then it depends from team to team. But I like to submit to review. And it also submits to test flight. Okay.
Yeah.
So I get in the queue for the Apple review team.
Yeah.
Okay. In the meanwhile, I'm doing beta testing, alpha testing with this binary. If everything goes well in the testing, and Apple approves, I can release immediately that binary that was already tested. I'm saving some time. I'm putting in parallel the testing and the App Store review times.
So it's on for review, but then when it passes the review, will it go out automatically?
No, you need to press a button.
Okay.
It's the only manual step in the
whole
you
want to
process.
be able to say that. You want to be able to press that button because
that is a business decision. So like that, it doesn't mean that we release every time, but we have the option to if we want to. We are
you can
decoupling.
always send the ones up as
Yeah.
quick as you want.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Let's see what he's doing.
Okay, so
If you go down, okay. So it compiled the app and tried to upload the IPA. If we go down, make sure the latest version, and yeah, we have an error. That version number was previously used.
so yeah.
Yeah.
So as we'd expect, we haven't added.
Yeah, and this is where people usually get stuck. Like, oh, it seems so easy. Then I try to run, boom, it fails. But if you think about it,
That makes
you are
sense.
you are doing these steps manually.
Yeah.
In here, you are only expliciting them, but you are still doing. You still need to. So let's do a first commit, just like introduced or add Fastlane. Just
Okay, so
add everything, and now you need the AM
sorry.
flags.
AM add Fastlane.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Why still has something dirty? If you see the diff. No? If you do git status. GST. Okay. So these files are untracked. You had
We
to
never
do,
added them.
Okay.
So
you need to add them.
but what
Git
does
add
the
all.
AM do?
I think it adds the ones that were unstaged, but not the untracked.
Okay, so what we need to do is add all.
Add all, yeah.
And then
And now we can do an amend that will meld these
that
changes
into-
with the previous commit.
Okay.
And since we didn't push, it's okay.
How do I
Because
do
they
that?
are git commit -- amend. No, that is checkout. With
Git
them.
commit. Sorry. Git
GC. No, GC.
GC.
-- amend.
Man, at one point I'm gonna find out where.
Yeah, that one.
And
Yeah.
then
And
AM.
okay. Yeah, as well.
So AM.
Or M. Because you already add
Um.
Fastlane. This also is useful or Fastlane configuration maybe. Add Fastlane. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, now if you do TIG, you can see. Yeah. You see, it has only one commit, so it melded all the changes and also rewrote the commit message. For example, if you make a typo in the commit, you can also use amend for doing that before pushing, because if you push, then it's a different commit. Yeah.
Okay. So.
Everything. So it's.
But how do I get out of this? Just Control C.
Quit with a Q. Yeah.
Okay.
So now we can start adding these things. So we have two choices now. Right now we added this little bit of automation, so we can keep doing the old things that we are doing manually. And let's try to do just to get a sense of how much time do we lose doing these kind of things. So to have this a new version number, you need to go to the iTunes Connect portal and add the 1.1. No, because we already have the 1.0
We're gonna
installed.
show.
We're gonna do the manual way, just to get a feel like how much time do we lose in this process. So yeah, you need to go to this portal, wait for it to load. Enter, you can enter without credentials.
Like
we need to wait a little bit more.
I think we've all done this.
We go to my apps. Then we need to find the app that we need to get a new version. Sometimes this crash and it's a blank screen.
No, but to get the new version number, what we'd actually do, wouldn't we go into Xcode, change the version number there?
Yeah, but we need to add in here as well. No?
Yeah. So
new version.
Yeah.
iOS,
Okay. This is
1.1.
1.1.
Yeah, let's wait a little bit more.
Yeah, we've done this.
Then we need to go back to Xcode, put the same version that we have in here, 1.1.
And this isn't the bit that I find so slow. The bit I find so slow is every single thing that you do, you have to wait. So you upload your app and you have to wait, and then you wait for the build to go on.
Yeah, but even for a new person that is not familiar, he knows how to develop software, but he doesn't know iOS. This is a lot of things to learn just to be able to contribute.
To put it on.
Yeah, but this is the target, the iOS target.
Okay, so we
1.1. Okay, awesome.
Build 2?
No, build 1 is okay.
Okay.
They reset. Okay. Now we can rerun the Fastlane release. And hopefully now it will work.
Yeah.
But you see, but at least we are automating the part where you need to do product, archive,
Yeah,
upload,
the
waiting,
long
blah,
bit.
blah, 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 blah.
So I think we've already
It's already
done the bit that takes the most of the time.
Yeah, that is a strategy. It's going bit by bit. You can do like...
so we did
has a
have
problem. The value of your watch kit does not match the companion app. So actually the watch app needs to match.
So we have to, on the watch app, go to
well.
1.1.
Yeah.
And then do you want us to commit these?
And also, I don't know if the extension as well. Yeah, let's match. Yeah, and you see you need to change in 3 targets.
Yeah.
So it's really painful. I don't want to do this. But that's okay. Like, we can imagine that we were in a project. It's like the client also is paying to deliver value. And this is a long-term value because you become agile, you become faster.
Yeah.
But you can go by steps. For now, we introduce this today. Tomorrow, we introduce the version management. The other day, we introduced the test. And you start building up. It doesn't need to, I need 2 weeks to automate the full release process. Because maybe it's not even worth it repaying this kind of debt.
We probably took 15 minutes to do it. And I think it can take 15 minutes to put just one app on the App Store because it's you have to put something and then wait.
Yeah.
And in that time, you can't focus on something else because you're still waiting.
And we can do, for example, we can say, for each release, we automate a little bit.
Yeah.
But what I like to do is to start with the bottlenecks. So in this case, like you're saying, when I do a release, this is the part that I take more time. So let's start with this. And we spend 15 minutes on making sure 1.1 is the latest in App Store Connect. And now it's loading the metadata, uploading the metadata. It's asking for confirmation. So we can check it out, see if there are no typos. Yeah, okay. We can actually remove that 2 screenshots. Because right now we don't have the report screen.
So wait, is there an easy way to remove them?
Yeah, you just remove the file in the folder. And that's it.
Okay.
So do you remember in that directory you have if you open you can cancel this because...
Okay.
Or say no. Yeah.
Should we cancel this?
Yeah, no. Okay, I'll select that. If you open here, Finder, just with O. Yeah, O, enter. So this opens in place. If you go to the Fastlane folder.
Sorry, where am I?
Screenshots.
And then just remove...
Yeah, just remove that 2 report. I don't know which one they are.
The 2...
Not this one. Not this one. Yeah, that one.
This.
Yeah, the last.
So these 2.
Yeah.
Just remove.
Yeah. And then now we rerun with F release. You see? And it's an easy way to do.
That's really nice. Well, we should finish up there because that is the end of the Pomodoro. Let's just see if it works.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at this. So in my experience, as I've said to you, I don't do a full continuous integration thing because I can't trust the test, so I don't release quickly. Mm-hmm. But as you've been saying, it's completely correct. Just having this bit and writing F release and having it all automated is already that would save me a significant amount of time. So just from a personal point of view,
and
I'm
then
quite happy
do
to
F
see
release and go to take a coffee and say it's uploading, so you don't need to work anymore. Instead of pretending that you are working, just going through Xcode screens. Yeah. But Yeah, like I said, like in less than how long did it took? 15 minutes.
Yeah,
You just
probably.
automate a little
Maybe
bit,
20.
and then
Like,
it's like a thing that's why I said it's more like a cultural thing or a mindset change than actually a technical practice. Because as you said, as you saw, yeah, this looks okay now.
Are we happy with all that?
Yeah, it's okay. So yes. And maybe in the later time you automate also the screenshots. Then in another time, so as needed. There's a need to. Even it's not feasible. Like you say, okay, I will stop development, stop adding value to my customers to automate my release process. And they're like, what? This, and that's why you get in some sorts of conflicts with different kinds of signs in a company and get to misunderstandings and people force like, okay, you cannot spend time.
We did have ours.
Okay.
App
Interesting.
name.
Now the app name cannot be longer. They changed the policy.
Okay, so we have to change our app name.
Yeah.
And we can do that in the Finder, in the...
Yeah, as well. So we have in the metadata. Name, yeah, maybe that. Yeah, now they are divided, so in subtitle and title. So you can copy the last ones.
And put it as a subtitle.
Yeah, and yeah.
And how do we do subtitle?
Subtitle, yeah, I will guess. Yeah, you need to save both.
And then...
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, of course, the first time that you do, maybe if you do archive, will be already finished, no? Or if you are in the items portal, maybe take this extra 10%. No?
No, but even with the archive, like, it is a really frustrating process. Like,
for me, is that the main is like the... Because in here is like, you forget about it. And now you're running locally. But imagine that this was in a remote server. You just push your code and someone will like take care of it, like run the test, deploy it. You don't even think about like releasing.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's like offloading and focus on what you are really providing value as a software developer. And it's not clicking buttons. That is a low cognitive aspect, no?
And for your experience with bigger software development companies, how many use Fastlane? Or like, I think they...
Big ones, I would say almost all. Those that
but Fastlane specifically?
Fastlane or some sort of automation. You can also do with scripts. The first time that I've done a pipeline, we were really novice to Android and iOS, so we just subtitle cannot what? Okay, so subtitle cannot even contain more than 30 characters. How many do we have?
That's just... Is that 30?
Okay. I think pages count as the characters, but...
okay.
Also, in Atom, you can also count characters.
Yeah.
I reckon it's faster, no? Yeah.
It would be. I've already done it. That's...
No. 33.
Okay, you speak Italian. We could get rid of Trento specifically.
So, yeah, but then we can put like Fast Bike, the name to be Fast Bike Trento. We can just rewrite this and make like Fast Bike, bike sharing a Trento. So let's just cut this, trova la bici più vicina. Bike sharing a Trento.
Yeah, like that?
Yeah. How many? Less than 30.
Right? Yeah, definitely. Like that with the capitals?
Yeah. Bike sharing is separated. I think you need to save. Not sure.
Bike sharing... Is it one word? Is it two words?
I don't know.
Only one of us speaks native English, and I don't know.
Yeah, so the first time that we've done this automation, we did with bash scripts. We just like compiled from the this command that Xcode did is just like Xcode build, just compiled, generates an IPA. It was not that beautiful, like formatted, but it created an IPA from the command line, and then upload it, and that's it.
And I
in the end is what he's doing Fastlane. Fastlane is just a wrapper around it. It also wraps the API that communicates with iTunes Connect, but it's just a command line tool.
And what's the history of Fastlane?
It's interesting. So it's Felix Kraus.
Yeah.
Is this developer from Austria. He started this project, I think 3 or 4 years ago, and it got really popular. Then it got acquired, if I remember correctly, by Fabric and Crashlytics.
Yeah.
That then got acquired by Twitter. That then got sold to Google.
Yes.
So currently, he works for Google now. But yeah, it was a project started by one developer, and I believe his background is especially in Ruby, not in iOS.
Okay.
That's why everything is written in Ruby. The syntax is a Ruby syntax, and these kind of things. And it's really interesting. It's a really nice project.
Okay, we're hoping our last one.
Yeah.
Let's hoping this will be our last one. But okay, and then so what more can Fastlane do? Because I saw the screenshot things, and that sounds very interesting.
The screenshots are actually really nice, but we define now a lane release, but you can define, the metadata is okay. You can define several lanes. You can define like a lane for beta testing, a lane for alpha testing, a lane for taking the screenshots, a lane for slow UI tests. It's an automation tool, and then you can combine these together. No, this is the main thing that you can do. The release, but everything that is related to release actually, like even creating, for example, new apps in the iTunes Connect portal.
Yeah.
These kind of things. Yeah.
Okay, and then the screenshots. Do you do UI tests to get to?
Yeah, it uses UI testing to do that.
Just get to a certain point in the app, and it should look this way.
That screen. Yeah, this is also another safety net, because if you have the screenshots automated, you know that the most important screens of your app look good in all devices, because you are like taking the screenshots in all sizes and configurations. Yeah. This will take some time uploading the screenshots. I think we can.
Should we leave it there then?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see you on the next one.